Good morning, my amazing beauty community. I have a question for you. Do you guys feel like you lack networks within your community, and not just your community of beauty professionals, but also your community of entrepreneurs and people who are just high achieving individuals? I know as a professional in the beauty industry, sometimes I felt like I was on an island alone and I needed connection from other people who were doing some of the same things I was doing. So that's why we started Glam Chats Live, which is a live event. We hosted it on August 1st. It was our first time. We had an amazing group of people in attendance. I was so excited with all of the knowledge shared, all the connections made, and really just to see my amazing network of people, people who help me in my personal life, people who help me be a high achieving individual come together in one space and share their stories and ask questions and get to know each other. So, I would like to continue to do this on a quarterly basis at one of my salons. We'll switch up locations, but I wanted to give you guys a recap of kind of what went on, what was said, and some of the highlights of the evening. So, first of all, we had some really amazing people donate some amazing things, and I just want to recognize them here. First off, we had my friend Stephanie, or as I call her, Angelique, who owns L by S Treats. She made amazing desserts for everybody. They were a hit, everybody loved them. So, you guys reach out to her. Her Instagram is at LELLE by S Treats. I'm going to include all this information, and you guys don't ever hesitate to like send me a message if you ever want to know somebody's contact information that I mention here, because I want you guys to contact my people. I love my people and I want to share my resources. Secondly, we had my friend and mortgage broker, Josh Setterston. He is amazing because he works with self employed people on getting home loans, which can be really, really challenging. And he's working with me right now. He knows how we operate, he knows how we are paid. So it's very easy for someone who is an independent contractor to reach out to him and learn how to get a home loan because he's worked with me. And my situation looks a lot like your situation if you're an independent contractor and you're wanting to get a loan. So I definitely recommend reaching out to him, and not just if you're looking for a loan immediately. Let's reach out to him a year in advance and find out what you need to be doing right now to make this dream happen. So I definitely recommend him. I will include contact information. If you were at Glam Chats Live, we're sending you an email with all of this. And again, reach out to me if you want to know how to reach Josh. We had W Aesthetics, which is Nikki. Like I said at the event, I obviously don't have any work done, but if I did, I would go to Nikki. Just kidding. She does everything for me. She does my Sculptra, my fillers, all of my things. I highly recommend her. She is absolutely amazing. She donated a month of weight loss. She does weight loss, y'all, which is amazing. The weight loss shot, semaglutide, I believe. She is a nurse, so she is very skilled in administering these injections and figuring out if you're a good candidate. So definitely look up W Aesthetics. You can find her on Instagram. She has such a fun Instagram. So if you're not following already, go follow her. And then we had Spray Tans by Eve. You know Eve. She's worked with bex+Co for forever. She's my go-to person. She's coming to my house today to give me a spray tan. She always keeps me looking great. I absolutely love her. She will travel to you on location, or you can come to her in our space in Gateway. She donated a tan, and again, she's part of my glam squad. So I highly recommend her. That's Spray Tans by Eve. Again, reach out if you need that information. Okay, so moving on. It was an amazing event. We had a really good attendance. We had a speaker panel where we did a live Q&A, and we chatted with three people in my network who I think are just absolutely brilliant. Denise Simpson, she is the creator of the Masters of Leadership Institute. She coaches high power CEOs, mostly women, on leadership. And we're talking like names that I can't even mention on here, names that I don't even know because she has an NDA with these people because they're so important. She coaches them to be amazing leaders. And she was kind enough to come sit on our panel, share her knowledge, and answer questions. And we'll get to some of the things she talked about here in a minute. But she's been on my podcast before talking about relationships. She's got a PhD. She's a doctor. She's absolutely phenomenal. And she's one of my really, really close friends. So it was really amazing to have her. We had Andrew Lane. Andrew and Steffi, his wife, are absolutely amazing. They own and founded Brand Builders Pro. They help me with all things I do online, my Instagram, my YouTube, my Spotify, these Glam Chats. They help me build my branding materials. They're absolutely amazing. I talk to them every single week. And Andrew is a master of AI. He gives me amazing information every single time I talk to him, like a website to use or something to make me more efficient, make my life easier, and just make my stuff look really good. So he shared a lot of tips and tricks and websites he uses regularly to create really cool content. So I'm going to share some of that with you and some of what he talked about. And then, of course, my coach, Justin Bohannon, he does Team Bowflex. I go every morning at 6 a.m. I think part of being a high achieving individual is having a morning routine. So I start my morning routine with Justin, and in group training, we do heavy lifting. He teaches me to optimize protein, drink lots of waters. He helps me with my supplements and hormone optimization. He's absolutely amazing. And he also was the owner of a nonprofit. He's a veteran. He's just like a cool person, high achieving individual, very motivating, very selfless, very kind. And I'm so happy that he and his wife are a part of my network and just really my close friends. So again, I'll share some of the tips that he gave us for just being a high achieving individual. So moving on, some of the questions that were asked. So we did have a great conversation between Denise and someone who attended the event, Lena. She was asking questions about essentially finding the right client for her business. And without going into what her business is specifically, she asked Denise how to do that. And what Denise really pointed out is finding the ideal client is one of the most important things. And that part of that is knowing your worth. And that really hit hard for me because sometimes I will shrink myself because I'm worried about somebody else's budget or that they think I'm too much or that I'm not that valuable. But when it comes down to it, I know what I have to offer. I know you guys know what you have to offer, and knowing your value, selecting clients that can really pay what you're expecting to be paid and what you're worth is so important. And one of the things that Lena was concerned with was that she really wanted to give back to women business owners, women of color business owners, and really help them. And sometimes she felt like her cost was too much. And what Denise explained is for now, it might be that she needs to work with bigger corporations and really charge what she's worth and make money. And then she needs to give back to those communities with the money she makes. So once she has her ideal clients and is making what she needs to make, she can really come from a place of giving and give back to those communities at a low price or at a free price just to offer her services and really feel like she's helping her community. And I absolutely loved that conversation. So that was really a highlight of what Denise brought in as a speaker. And of course, there was so much more, but we can't get into all of it right here. It was like an hour-long panel. Andrew gave us some really cool tips. One, he introduced Claude.ai. If you're not using that, CLAUDE.ai. It's like Chat GPT, but maybe even a little bit smarter, has some more capabilities, does some really cool stuff. So if you're not using that, hop on and use that. If you're not using AI at all, we talked about this, like what can AI do to you? And Andrew and I talked about how, for example, if I need to write an email, sometimes I will pull up my Claude AI and I'll be like, "Hi, I need you to write me an email. I am writing to this person and I would like my email to be firm but kind, and I need to express these facts to them." And if you really give AI a good prompt, it will write that email for you. You can go in and change things up, but it writes your email. It can write an Instagram post. "Hi, I need to write an Instagram post. My audience is blank. I need to inspire people and I'm a business owner." And the more information you give it, the better it's going to write your Instagram post. I mean, how cool would that be to have it write 100 days of Instagram posts all connected to each other once it knows who you are? And what was even cooler, and this is what Andrew and Steffi have done for me, is Andrew can build you an AI bot. What this means is the bot already knows so much about you. It has all of your information. It has your branding. It has your colors. It has your voice. You've uploaded tons of Instagram posts you've already written, emails you've written, anything that you've written, or you talk and you just brain dump things that about you and about your business and your wants, and this bot remembers everything. So whenever you go into this bot and you ask it to write you an email, it writes it in your voice and it sounds like you and it imitates you, which is so cool because then you're doing even less editing. They can build you a bot. Please reach out to them if you want that. Again, that's Brand Builders Pro. Andrew and Steffi Lane, they help me all the time and I can share that information. But he had so much to say, and I'd highly recommend you guys following his Facebook and follow Steffi's Facebook. She does amazing thing for women. I was actually on her podcast recently. Go listen to that. Steffi Lane. She's on Facebook and Instagram. But I absolutely love them. But he had so much information to offer. And then last we talked to Justin. We talked about several things like getting his foundation started, what that looks like. He was a veteran, so he has a heart for veterans and he started an organization where he helps veterans find or he helps veterans get gym memberships. So apparently or not apparently, based on his research and based on research that's out there, working out can be a huge factor in helping with PTSD associated with being a veteran. And so he connected gyms to veterans, paid their gym memberships, and allowed them to work out through his organization, Make a Vet Sweat, which is so, so cool. And one thing he talked about is he started this organization like at the same time he was starting up his business. He's an entrepreneur. He started early on. He didn't know what he was doing and he just learned as he went and was able to really create this amazing organization. So, if you have a heart for it, I think his main tip was just do it, just get started, learn as you go, ask the people who have done it before you, find mentors. Then he also talked about routines. He talked about how to be a high achieving individual, and most of it was all about consistency. He was said you have to move your body no matter what you choose to do. You have to move your body, find ways to move your body, find ways to eat whole foods instead of highly processed stuff, which is sometimes the easier stuff. He recommends really looking for the fewest ingredients in a product, or even better, like just go to the outside edges of the grocery store and buy veggies and fruit and meats if you eat meat, and really just try to stick to very, very whole foods. And then he talked about setting up a routine, having a morning routine, having the things that you do over and over again, create consistency and strong habits in your life. And that's what he's worked with me on. And it's really been huge for me to start getting up at 5 a.m., being in the gym by 6, taking my supplements, drinking my protein, and really having knocked out a whole healthy routine by 7 a.m., which feels amazing. And it really fuels me for my day. It gives me energy. It makes me excited to get started. And so I highly recommend starting some sort of morning routine, just like Justin said. So that kind of recaps some of what we talked about. Of course, there was so much information, but those are some of the highlights of what we talked about and who we had on the panel. We plan on doing this again, hopefully in the next few months. I'll have a date out. It's free to attend. We have snacks, we have drinks. I say it's a happy hour, but we tend to stick to mocktails just because we are talking a lot about healthy living and wellness. And so, we try to bring in things that help you achieve those goals, right? And then we're going to have a whole new set of speakers talking about different things. Everybody who came absolutely loved it. So we would love to have you. Keep an eye on my Instagram, and we will let you know, send out email to you if you're on my email list about when that next Glam Chats is happening. But again, I just wanted to thank all of my speakers that were there, Denise, Justin, and Andrew. I wanted to thank everybody who helped get the event together. That would be my operations manager, Mick, my other manager, Eve, who also is Spray Tans by Eve, who I want to thank. L by S Treats, who brought delicious treats, W Aesthetics, who donated such an amazing prize to the raffle, Josh, who is our mortgage broker. Once again, thank you. I really just wanted to make sure that I recognized everybody who made this event happen and who was there. Oh, Katia. I forgot to mention Katia. She's been on our podcast over and over again. Katia Ferrero Photography. scroll through my Instagram. She's done all my photos. She's tagged everywhere. She did headshots, which was absolutely amazing. So everybody who came out got to get a headshot. I've seen them. They turned out beautiful. She does branding photo shoots. She's huge in my network. I absolutely love her. I love Katia. I'm hoping to do another shoot with her here very, very soon. She also does my family photos. She does Sophia's photos. And she does tons of my friends' photos. She did Denise's photo shoot. I can't remember. I think Denise's makeup artist and my makeup artist, Sharon, who's also a friend, connected us to Katia. So it's just, I love how those networks of people come together. But again, Katia is absolutely amazing. Find her on my Instagram. We will include her information if you need photo shoots. She did headshots, they were complimentary. She was absolutely amazing. So again, thank you so much for listening today. I want you guys to be a part of this event. It was absolutely amazing. And hopefully some of these tips that our speakers talked about and I could briefly run through were helpful to you. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for signing on.